Hey, and welcome to video number 6. We're going to be talking about a smashing strategy that you can use to gain trust, get friends, and get likes fast. So just a quick recap, we created a powerful headline, we got a kickstart towards expert status, you started conversations with people, and it's time to get friends. Now I know it's tempting to go ahead and start, sending friend requests and so forth. But if the feeling is not mutual between you and that other person, I would hold off and use the strategy that I'm about to tell you. Simply because we want your account to be safe, not suspended by LinkedIn. So first, briefly, I want to talk about gaining trust. You've conversed with a person, but how do you take that to the next level? You can gain trust by answering people's questions, but also asking them questions. It should be a two-way street where you're asking questions and then they're answering the questions and they're asking you questions and so forth. And that way they're like, wow, okay, you're interested in what I have to say. You can take it to the next level. You want to be consistent, but you don't want to overdo it. Basically, don't give everything away because your time is valuable. So talk with a few people. Don't feel like you have to talk to 20 different people at one time. Focus on quality. If you don't feel like the conversation is really going to go anywhere, or you've done a little research on the person, you don't really feel like it's going to go anywhere, then don't feel like you really have to answer their questions. Because this is a business and you are trying to sell your business services. So at the same time, you definitely want to help them. You definitely want to have that servant attitude and help them. But at the same time, you need to be aware of the situation so that you are not taken advantage of. Let me talk about getting friends to accept your invites, which is now easy. So you've made a connection, now you can make friends. Try to message them first to take that relationship to the next level. Remember, when you're in a group and you're in the same group as another person, you are able to message them. The reason why I don't recommend that you message them too far, before you even really have made some sort of connection, is because they don't know who you are and so forth. Unless you can make some sort of connection, like so-and-so, and you look at their profile and you can say, oh, he knows so-and-so and so-and-so knows you. It might be easier. So if you can find some sort of common ground, you can message them and then take that relationship to the next level. But don't click add friend. Don't send them an invite unless you're sure that they feel the same way about you. And if you're unsure, then use this strategy. This strategy is recommendations. Give somebody a recommendation. Okay, so you've done the research about this person, possibly converse with them through the discussion board, through the answers area, and so forth. And you've answered their question, or maybe they've answered. That's why I say it's a two-way street. You've answered their question, you asked a question, maybe they gave you some tip or advice, and so forth. If they've answered your question and were helpful, give them a recommendation. Be truthful, and in order for them to accept the recommendation, they need to become your friend. Well, guess what? If you give somebody a recommendation, they have to accept your friend request, or they have to become your friend to accept that recommendation. So that's a little strategy that you can use. And who declines a recommendation? Plus, recommending them will stand out. They will not only thank you, they will be like, wow, you wrote me a recommendation, and that just takes that, trust level to the next level. Now, as you can see, giving a recommendation is very easy. If you go to your profile section, look under recommendations, click on make a recommendation, you will see this form here. Now, in order to do a recommendation, you need the first name, last name, and email address. Obviously, you probably don't have their email address if you're not their friend. But wait a minute, you do need their email, so you could email them or message them, say, hey, Can I get your email so it'll be easier to talk? And plus you've been so helpful that I want to give you a LinkedIn recommendation. I found the majority of people that I messaged that to say, wow, okay, yeah, definitely. Because who does not want a recommendation? That helps them in their purposes and in their businesses and so forth. And who knows, they will give you the recommendation in the future. So that's a specific strategy that you can begin using that really works well. Obviously, don't spam, don't overuse this strategy, don't recommend like 10 people every day and this and that, because LinkedIn will probably catch on and probably suspend your account. So you definitely want to be professional about this, but use it well.